So, in 7th grade, some of our biggest units are going to be percentage word problems, decimals, fractions, and you need to be mastering that. So, here's some word problems that we'll be going through in this video. Let's look at number 1. Aiden had a goal of painting at least 80% of the 50 square meters of a house's walls by today. He actually finished painting 415 square meters today. Did Aiden meet his goal? Why? So, let's reread and highlight the important information. So, Aiden had a goal of painting at least 80% of the 50 square meters of the house. Okay? That's 80%. He actually finished painting 415 square meters today. So, what did he do? He did 415 square meters. So, we're being asked, did he meet his goal? Why or why not? Well, before we determine if he did meet his goal or not, we need to figure out what is that 80% of the 500 square meters? What is that 500 times 80%? So we can write the equation of there's 500 in total, and he just needs to finish painting at least 80% of it, so times 80%. And to make it easy to solve, it's equal to 500 times 8 times 0.1. And then we first do the whole numbers, which is 4,000. And then we times that 0.1, and we get 400 as our final answer. Okay, actually not our final answer, sorry. But we know that 80% of the 500 square meters is 400 square meters. 400 square meters. So, we need to compare 415, the amount that he did, to his goal, which is 400. Well, it's clear that 415 is greater than 400. So, therefore, the answer is that Aiden did meet his goal. Aiden did meet his goal. Because okay, so I'll put as the answer is that Aiden did meet his goal, and that's because his goal was to paint 400 square meters, but he ended up painting 415 square meters. 415 square meters is more than 400 square meters. So that means that he did more than his goal and met his goal. There, that's in. So I can't enlarge it right now, but I hope you can see that. The answer is that Aiden did meet his goal, and that's because his goal was to paint 400 square meters, but he ended up painting 415 square meters. 415 square meters is more than 400 square meters, so that means that he did more than his goal and met his goal. Now let's look at the second problem. Okay, number 2. Kong took 15% fewer seconds than Nolan to complete his multiplication time test. Kong took 85 seconds. How many seconds did Nolan take? Let's reread this problem. Kong took 15% fewer seconds than Nolan to complete his test. Kong took 85 seconds. how many seconds did Nolan take? So let's sound that equation. And for Nolan's time, so we're trying to find how much seconds Nolan take. And since that's our unknown value and we're trying to find that, I'll turn that into the variable n. Okay, so n actually, yeah. So 15% fewer seconds than Nolan to complete his time test. And Kong took 85 seconds. Okay, so 85 seconds is equal to what? This is 85 seconds. It's equal to Nolan's time minus 15% of Nolan. So do you get what I'm doing right here? It's not just 85 is equal to n minus 15%. You have to make sure that 85 is equal to n Nolan minus Nolan's 15%. Not just any 15%, but Nolan's 15%. Because it's fewer seconds than Nolan. So we can solve this by first, we can simplify this side into this side will become 85% Nolan, or we could write it as 0.85 Nolan. And since this has to be equal, then Nolan will have to be equal to 100 to make this equal 85. So n is equal to 100 seconds. And that's our answer. Nolan took how much seconds did he do? 100 seconds for so Nolan took 100 seconds for his test. There. So for this problem, we first made an equation of down with the conditions we knew. So 85 is equal to n minus the product of n and 15%, because it's n minus its own 15%. Then we simplified it, which was equal to 85 is equal to 0.8585 n. Then we solved, and n was equal to 100. So the answer is that Nolan took 100 seconds for his test. Now we have next problem. There. Andrea bought tacos from a food truck and left a 25% tip of $2. What was the price of Andrea's tacos before the tip? So this is starting to include money. Of course, if you know math, if you learn math and you don't know money, that should kind of be funny. So because this it might seem really, really hard since it's already like real world problems and stuff, but really it's much, much easier than you think. So let's reread. Andrea bought tacos from a food truck and left a 20% tip of $2. $2. What does that mean? Yeah, actually, you know what? We'll analyze it later. And we're being asked, what was the price of Andrea's tacos before the tip? The price of Andrea's tacos before the tip. Okay. Well, what do we know? We're trying to find the price of the tacos. And that's what we're trying to find. So we're going to list an equation, just like last time, of the conditions we know. Okay. So tacos, it will be equal to T. The price of the tacos before the tip is T. And remember, this is before the tip, so without a tip. It's not including the tip. Okay, So we know that what does this mean? Left a 25% tip of $2. That means that 25% of T is equal to $2. Do you understand that? It doesn't put it exactly in those words. It's giving you a hint of it. And the condition is there, it's just worded in a different way. Left a 25% tip of $2. So $2 is 25% of T. Now we solve for T. If you're not that good with decimals, turn it into a fraction, which is 1/4. 1/4 T is equal to 2. Okay? If we want to get rid of this 1/4 and we only want the T, we can multiply a 4 on both sides. So T is equal to 2 times 4, which is equal to 8. So the answer is that the price, sorry about the sloppy writing, the price of Andrea's, the price of Andrea's tacos before the tip was $8. There. So what do we do for this problem? Just like last time, we listed the conditions, and we could know that this sentence right here, it was a hidden condition. It didn't exactly tell you that 25% of tacos was $2, but it kind of worded it like that. So you have to be able to know what it's trying to tell you or what it's trying to hide. Again, we go to our next problem. This is second to last problem. Okay, so Aubrey's dinner costs $85. She tips the waitstaff 30% for excellent service. How much does Aubrey tip the waitstaff? Okay, let's reread. So Aubrey's dinner cost $85. She tips the waitstaff 30. She tips the waitstaff 30%. So we're being asked, how much does Avery tip the waitstaff? This is the $85. Okay, so she tips. So how much does Aubrey tip the waitstaff? Okay, so the tip I'll put as T. Remember, this T is not the same T as the T from the last word problem. So just to make sure in case you're confused. So this word problem, T is the tip that we're trying to find. Okay, now let's do it. So we know that there's $85 and she tips the waitstaff 30%. So that's 30% of 85. And that's equal to the tip, which is T. Now we simplify. 85 times 0.3 is equal to T. And we know that that is equal to 85 times 3 times 0.1, which is equal to T. We first do the whole number multiplication, which is 255. 255. So in times that 0.1, that's 25.5, that's T. So the answer is that Aubrey tips the wait staff 25 $25.5. There. The answer is that Aubrey tips the waiter staff $25.5. Now, our last problem. Okay, there. So, Christopher has breakfast at a cafe and the cost of his meal is $36. Because of the service, he wants to leave a 10% tip. What is his total bill including the tip? Now we're going to highlight the information just like all the other times. So Christopher has breakfast at a cafe and the cost of his meal is $36. And because of the service he wants to leave a 10% tip. So we're being asked what's his total bill including the tip. Okay. Before we move on, I want to tell you something about this problem. It's not the same as all the others. It's not just asking for the tacos before the tip. It's not just asking for the tip. It's asking for the total bill including the tip. So does this tell you that after we figure out the tip and we add it with his meal, we need to add it and that will be our answer, not just the tip? So keep that in mind. Know what you're solving for the problem. Okay, so let's go on with the problem. So Christopher has breakfast at a cafe and the cost of his meal is $36. $36. He wants to leave a 10% tip. 10% tip. And we're trying to find the total bill. Okay, first let's find out how much tip he wants to leave. 36 times 0.1 is equal to 3.6. And then, remember, we have to add 36 with the tip, which is 3.6 right up here. And we add, and that'll be $39.6. So the answer is Christopher's total bill is $39.6. That's our answer. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, if you wanna, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I had lots. Hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope you felt like you improved in your sense with percentage word problems. And I'll see you next time. Oh, and by the way, check out in the description because I am making and all of the other recorders in my team is making a grade 7 math playlist that involves everything from the beginning of a typical school year to the end. So if you want to check that out, not just these word problem videos, please go check out the description. And yes, I'll see you next time and check it out. So